Right, hello everyone and welcome to this new video on the channel. So today we have got a match preview between Crawley Town versus Doncaster Rovers. It's the top two form teams in League 2 playing against each other at the Broadfield Stadium on Good Friday. So as per usual, when I'm not at a Rovers game, I'll do an extended match preview for that match instead. So that is the case today. I'm not making the trip down to Crawley. Instead, I'm going to be at Huddersfield Town versus Coventry City. So that match day vlog will probably be out tomorrow, but anyway, let's get into this match preview. So let's start off with the host Crawley Town, and they currently find themselves in the final playoff spot in 7th place. Out of 24 teams with 18 wins, 5 draws and 15 defeats so far this season. And the last game, they went to a tough place to go, Tranmere Rovers, and they managed to get a 3-1 win away there, which now means that they are unbeaten in the last 4 games, of which they have won 3 of. And they've also only lost 1 of the last 9 games, so really hitting form at the right time at Crawley. They had a decent start to the season, and even up in the automatics at some points, but then kind of around middle of the season, the form dipped a bit. They end up in the bottom half, but then, like I say, hitting the form at the perfect time, and they have climbed up the table, and they now find themselves in one of the playoff spots. So originally, me along with a lot of other people as well, I think, predicted Crawley to finish bottom. So when it comes to end of season review of my predictions, I'm sure I'll gain a lot of points from Crawley doing so well, because I'd have been 24th and at the minute we're 7th. So yeah, I'm pretty far out on that one. But I'm sure it's not just me. I'm sure even Crawley fans probably thought they were in trouble this season, and not only have they survived at the minute, but not only in the top half, but we're actually in the playoffs, which is pretty crazy to think about when you think like how doomed they seemed at the start of the season. And as for the away team and my team at Doncaster Rovers, we are currently in 18th position. So far we've had 14 wins, 7 draws and 17 defeats this season, and our last result was last Saturday, where we had a 2-0 win against Forest Green Rovers. That vlog is on the channel if you want to check it out. Just search back a couple of videos. And yeah, it were an interesting game. That first half weren't the best. Forest Green played for a point, to be fair. They put all the players behind the ball, and it were weird because they're fighting for lives. You think they'd, have to go for it, but they kind of sat back, and to be honest, they're probably the worst team I've seen at the Eco Power this season. But yeah, we couldn't break them down first half, but then second half we came out a lot better and won the game by 2-0, which means we've now won 3 games in a row and we're unbeaten, just like Crawley, in our last 4 games, and we've only lost 1 of our last 10 games as well. So we're going along really nicely at the minute. Since February we've been absolutely superb, which is quite funny because it looked like we're literally seconds away from losing to Sutton, and ever since that penalty went in to get us a point at Sutton, our fortune it's really changed. Like, we're looking up rather than looking down, and yeah, it's given us something to be excited for next season. I mean, obviously playoffs aren't automatically mathematically out of the equation yet, but I think that's going to be too much of a stretch. Let's just enjoy this season, and then next season just give it absolutely everything we've got. So in the previous results between these two teams, I'll start it back from last season. So early last season, we beat Crawley by 4-1 at home, and then in the reverse fixture, it looked like we were going to take a win that we didn't deserve. We had 1 shot, 1 goal basically. They hammered us, and they scored a goal quite late into the game to make it 1-1. And earlier this season, we put on a pretty good performance against a team that were doing really well at the minute in Crawley. I think we were up in second at that point, and really playing well. But once we scored a goal against them, they kind of crumbled a bit, and we ended up winning by 2-0. So I think that does bring me nicely on to today's prediction then. So do I think we're going to do the double over Crawley, or are Crawley going to continue the rise up the playoffs and really secure a playoff spot against us? My prediction is, I think it's going to be a tough test for both teams here. It's the 2 informed teams. I do think they're going to share the points, to be fair. I think both teams are going to go for it. I think it's a sold-out Broadfield Stadium as well, so it should be a good atmosphere and a good occasion. But I think both teams are going to share the spoils here. So I'm going to go Crawley Town 1, Doncaster Rovers 1. Anyway, that is it for my match preview, so thank you very much for watching. Good luck to the Rovers on the Friday. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and please like the video, whether you're an old or new viewer. Every bit of support really does make the difference. So next video on the channel, it will be on the Friday, Good Friday. We've got Huddersfield Town versus Coventry City. Looking forward to going to Huddersfield for the first time. So in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.